Okay, class. We will start our new lesson on your science. That is on lesson number 3. Turn to your page number 16. Lesson 3. Here. Chapter 3, Reproduction in Animals. In this lesson, we will learn about different type of reproduction in animals, reptiles, and birds and all. Okay? Here. One of the most important distinguishing feature of living being is that they are capable of reproducing. The act of producing young ones of its own kind by an organism is called reproduction. Underline this. What is reproduction? From here till here. Okay. So reproduction means the process of which animals reproduce their young one, reproduce their baby, okay, giving birth to the baby, okay. Now, animal reproduce in two ways. There are two ways which animal reproduce. Number one is asexual reproduction. This means in this type of reproduction, young ones are produced by a single parent. That means asexual reproduction means animals that give birth in their own, okay, that give birth. Then sexual reproduction. Production of young ones requires two parents. In this lesson, we will be discussing sexual reproduction in animals. Sexual reproducing animals reproduce by laying eggs that hatch to give out young ones or by directly giving birth to their young ones. That means sexual reproduction means animals which produce their baby or produce their young one by laying the eggs. Okay? Birds, amphibians, fishes, and reptiles usually reproduce by laying eggs. So these are the animals which reproduce by laying eggs. While most of the mammals directly give birth to the young ones. So mammals are those animals which give birth, not by laying eggs. Okay? Now we will learn what kind of animals lay the eggs. Egg-laying animals. One is bird. All birds reproduce by laying eggs. Most of the birds make nests to lay their eggs and raise their young ones. Birds lay eggs and keep them warm by sitting on them. Keeping the egg warm is called incubation. Underline this. What is incubation? Keeping the eggs warm is called incubation. After a few days, the eggs hatch to give young birds. The young birds resemble their parents. The young birds do not have feathers on their bodies. They cannot feed or look after themselves. So birds, they lay eggs, they reproduce by laying eggs. They make a nest and lay the egg on that nest. And after laying the egg, they sit on top of the egg until the young baby reproduce. Okay? Next. So one or both the parents feed and look after them. They do this till the baby birds are ready to fly away and live on their own. So birds, the baby father and baby mother of a bird, when one parents looking after the egg, after the baby, one will fly and search the food. Okay, and after that, once the baby bird able to fly, they will leave them. Okay, now reptiles. These are the reptiles. Okay. Crocodiles, snakes, lizards and all these are called as reptiles. How do they reproduce? Reptiles like snake, turtle, lizards and crocodiles reproduce by laying eggs. Underline this. Some reptiles named snake, turtle, lizard and crocodiles, they reproduce by laying eggs. Same as birds. Their eggs are protected by a leathery or calcareous shell. That means the cover of the reptile. Okay, these are very hard. So with this they protect their egg. As a result, these eggs do not break when laid on the ground. Because of this cover, the eggs do not break. Okay, the eggs get warm from the sun. Most young ones of reptiles start leading an independent life soon after they hatch out from the egg. Sometimes the young ones are not able to protect themselves and are eaten up by other animals. So reptiles, animals, their babies, as soon as they come out from their egg, they can search their food. They can start having their own food. Okay. and sometimes because of not taking care properly, other animals will eat the babies also. Now, frog. A frog lay egg in large cluster called spawns. Frog lay its egg in a place called spawns. Okay, it lays eggs in water or wet places. The eggs are protected by a thick jelly. Jelly means a creamy things. Okay, you can see here. These are the jelly covering the. So the jelly is covering the egg of a frog. Okay, the frog they lay the egg in the water or in a place where it is little bit wet. Okay. The jelly makes the large mass very slippery to be eaten by other animals. So, because of the cover of jelly, other animal cannot eat the egg of a frog. The egg of frog develop into a tadpole. So, once the egg is formed, after the egg break, the frog it turn to a tadpole. This is tadpole, okay? Okay, the first is tadpole. Next, a tadpole looks like a fish. So it looks like a fish. It has gills to breathe and a long tail that help it to swim. After a few days, the tadpole starts growing legs. A tadpole grows into a young frog which very much resembles its parents. Slowly, the young frog grows into an adult frog. An adult frog does not have a tail. Frogs are amphibian, which means that they can live both on land and in water. Okay, so amphibians are those animals which can live both on the water and also in the land. Okay, so see, you can see the picture how a frog form. Okay, see, first egg, after that tadpole, it looks like a fish, and after this, after few days, the legs come out. Okay, this is called tadpole with hind limbs. Okay, and after that it form into a frog body, the tail, see, and after it grows big, the tail will lose. Okay, now this is the cycle of a frog, life cycle, how it form. Next, butterfly. You all know what is butterfly. It is a very beautiful insect. The life cycle of a butterfly is a 4-stage cycle. So butterfly have 4-stage cycle. Life cycle means how the butterfly produce, how it form into a butterfly. Okay, the young ones of a butterfly, young one means baby butterfly, that hatch out of the egg are quite different from the adult butterflies. They look more like worm and are called caterpillar or larva. So before the butterfly form, it is called as caterpillar or larva. Okay, it looks like a worm. A caterpillar feeds on leaves and grows rapidly. Caterpillar feeds on leaf means they eat leaves to grow. Okay, after some time it stop eating and start covering itself with a cocoon. At this stage it is called a pupa. It takes 1 to 2 weeks for the pupa to develop into an adult butterfly, after which the pupa bursts open to release the butterfly. Okay, so first the egg, and after that it turns into a caterpillar. You can see the picture here. And after the caterpillar, see, you can see the pupa, the cocoon covering the caterpillar, and after that it turns into this, and at last it turns into an adult butterfly. That is this one. So this is the life cycle of butterfly, how it form. Okay, so till this much we will do. The rest we will continue in our next class. And I want to give you homework, that is question number 1. Do it in your copy. Okay, draw a life cycle of a butterfly. Question 1. Question 2. Draw a life cycle of a frog. First write number 1, question 1, and after that you draw this life cycle of a butterfly. You have to draw all this. Okay, and mention the name also. Okay, and number 2, life cycle of a frog means this one. You have to write the question, and after that you have to draw all this, how a frog form. Okay, these 2 will be your homework. The rest we will continue in our next class.